Did you know that 92% of people who set New Year's resolutions never achieve them? That's a shocking number, right? And here's another one. A study by the American Psychological Association found that only 30% of people feel they're using their time productively. So, what's going wrong? The answer is simple. Most of us don't plan our time effectively. We're busy, but we're not being productive. Imagine this. What if you could plan your week with ease, stay focused on what matters, and actually get ahead in your career? What if your productivity didn't just feel like a struggle, but something that worked for you? In this video, I'm going to show you how to plan your week like a pro. You'll learn strategies backed by science and real-world examples that top performers use to crush their goals. From unlocking your peak productivity to mastering the art of saying no, we'll dive into practical steps that will keep you on track. Stay tuned, because by the end of this, you'll have a new way to approach your week, and finally stick to those plans. Ready to take control of your time and boost your career? Let's get started. Chapter 1, Unlock your peak productivity. Start with your why. Planning your week with purpose isn't just about filling your calendar with tasks, it's about understanding why you're doing them. When you connect your tasks to a bigger picture, motivation follows. A study from the Dominican University of California found that setting specific goals and writing them down increases your chance of success by 42%. If you want to stick to your plan, this is the first step: know your why. Start by thinking about your long-term career goals. Do you want to advance to a management position? Or perhaps build a strong personal brand? Whatever it is, break it down into smaller, weekly steps. For example, if you're aiming for a promotion, a small goal might be to spend an hour each day improving a particular skill. Also, visualize the outcome. Studies show that visualizing success can boost your chances of achieving it. A 2014 study from the University of London revealed that participants who visualized their goals were more likely to complete them. Creating this mental image can keep you motivated and focused throughout the week. Make sure your week reflects your why by scheduling tasks that align with your goals. This isn't just about time management, it's about energy management. When you tackle the most important tasks first, your energy is at its peak, and you can give them your full attention. And here's an interesting fact. Did you know that on average, 70% of employees are disengaged at work, according to Gallup's State of the Global Workplace report? This disengagement happens when employees don't see a direct connection between their daily tasks and their long-term goals. Make sure you're not one of them. Chapter 2, the 80-20 Power Plan. Work smarter, not harder. Time is limited, and so is your energy. So why waste it on tasks that don't matter? Enter the 80-20 rule, or the Pareto principle, which states that 80% of your results come from 20% of your efforts. Think about it. In your job, a small number of tasks likely contribute the most to your success. Your job is to figure out which tasks those are. To get started, analyze your tasks. Write down everything you do during the week and then look for patterns. What tasks are producing the best results? Is it the report you worked hard on last week? Or is it the networking event you attended that opened new doors? These high-impact tasks should get the most of your focus. Here's a practical tip. Each Sunday, list your top 3 priorities for the week. Make sure they directly align with your career goals. By focusing on fewer but more meaningful tasks, you'll achieve far more than if you tried to do everything. Don't be afraid to let go of low-value tasks. As Tim Ferriss, the author of The 4-Hour Workweek, says, being busy is a form of laziness, lazy thinking and indiscriminate action. Instead of filling your week with busy work, ask yourself, does this task help me move closer to my goal? If it doesn't, it might be time to let it go. Also, remember the 80-20 rule isn't just about tasks. You can apply it to your career network too. The top 20% of your contacts may lead to 80% of your job opportunities. Focus on building relationships with these key individuals. Chapter 3, Time Blocking Secrets. Conquer your calendar like a boss. Time blocking isn't just a productivity trend, it's a proven method to stay on track. This technique involves setting aside specific blocks of time for certain activities and sticking to them. Research from Harvard Business School found that people who plan their day in advance tend to be 30% more productive than those who don't. One of the reasons time blocking works so well is because it reduces decision fatigue. When you've already decided what to work on at a certain time, you don't have to waste energy figuring it out on the spot. Start by breaking your day into chunks. Maybe mornings are for deep work, and afternoons are for meetings. If you have a job that requires a lot of focus, like writing or coding, block out at least 2 hours in the morning to work without interruption. One interesting stat: a study by the University of California found that it takes an average of 23 minutes to regain focus after an interruption. So, eliminating distractions during your deep work blocks is key to maximizing productivity. Turn off notifications, close unnecessary tabs, and set your phone to do not disturb. It's also important to account for breaks. Studies on productivity show that taking breaks improves focus and boosts overall performance. In fact, the Pomodoro technique, working for 25 minutes and then taking a 5-minute break, has been shown to increase productivity and prevent burnout. Time blocks should include breaks to recharge and refocus. Lastly, set boundaries. Time blocking also means protecting your time. When you have a designated block for focused work, don't let other people hijack it. As the famous productivity expert Cal Newport says, you have to train people to respect your time. By mastering time blocking, you'll not only boost your productivity but also create a balanced work-life routine that supports your career goals. Don't forget to subscribe for more tips on mastering productivity and career advancement. Let's keep this momentum going. Chapter 4, The Power Hour. Make your mornings work for you. Morning routines are powerful. How you start your day can set the tone for everything that follows. The early hours are when your brain is freshest, which is why they're perfect for high-priority tasks. According to a study by the National Institutes of Health, our brains are most alert in the morning, making it the ideal time to tackle complex problems or creative work. To take full advantage of this, create a morning routine that boosts your energy and focus. This doesn't mean working straight from the moment you wake up. Instead, ease into your day with activities that energize you. Studies show that exercise in the morning increases endorphins and improves focus, setting you up for a productive day. Start with something simple like stretching or a short walk. Then, use this time to reflect on your goals for the day. A 2015 study by the Dominican University of California found that people who wrote down their goals were 42% more likely to achieve them. By reviewing your goals each morning, you're reinforcing your why and aligning your actions with your objectives. Many successful people swear by morning routines. Tim Cook, the CEO of Apple, wakes up at 3:45 a.m. to start his day. While you don't have to wake up that early, you can tailor a morning routine that works for you. Even just 30 minutes of uninterrupted time to plan and focus can make a world of difference. Don't forget to avoid checking your email or social media right away. According to a study by the University of California, the average person checks their email 15 times per day, which can interrupt your flow. By focusing on your priorities first, you'll ensure that your time isn't consumed by distractions. As the famous author, Robin Sharma, once said, "The way you start your day determines how well you live your day." So, take charge of your morning to set the stage for success. Chapter 5, The Art of Saying No. Master your boundaries. Saying no is a skill every successful person must learn. Without it, you'll quickly find yourself overwhelmed, stressed, and unable to focus on the things that really matter. It's important to recognize that time is your most valuable resource, and you don't have enough of it to say yes to everything. A study by the American Psychological Association found that people who struggle with saying no often experience higher stress levels and burnout. Setting boundaries not only helps you protect your time but also ensures you're dedicating your energy to your most important tasks. To get started, evaluate your commitments. Are they helping you move closer to your career goals? If not, it might be time to let go. When you say yes to everything, you're spreading yourself too thin. And according to research from the University of California, multitasking reduces productivity by as much as 40%. Focus on what truly moves the needle. Learning to say no doesn't mean being rude or dismissive. You can say no politely by offering a brief explanation or suggesting an alternative. For example, if someone invites you to a meeting that isn't essential, you can say, "I'd love to help, but I'm currently focusing on a critical project. Let's schedule something for next week." Remember, every yes is a commitment, and every commitment takes time and energy. The more you say yes to things that don't align with your goals, the less time you have for what truly matters. As Warren Buffett famously said, the difference between successful people and really successful people is that really successful people say no to almost everything. Mastering the art of saying no is one of the most important steps to career advancement. By protecting your time, you ensure that your efforts are going toward the activities that will truly propel your success. Chapter 6, The 5-Minute Weekly Review. Your secret weapon for consistency. Consistency is key to success. But how do you stay on track when life is constantly throwing new tasks your way? The answer: weekly reviews. Setting aside just 5 minutes every week to reflect on your progress can be a game changer. Research from the University of Toronto shows that taking time for regular self-reflection improves decision-making and enhances performance. A quick weekly review allows you to assess what went well, what didn't, and how you can improve moving forward. This simple practice helps keep you aligned with your long-term goals. Here's how to do it. Every week, schedule 5 minutes of quiet time to review your tasks, goals, and progress. Ask yourself these questions: what did I accomplish this week? What's still pending? What changes do I need to make to stay on track? This weekly reflection doesn't need to be complex. A simple list of accomplishments and areas for improvement can be enough. The goal is to assess whether your actions are moving you closer to your goals or if adjustments are needed. For example, if you've been focusing on a skill improvement project but haven't made as much progress as you hoped, you can adjust your focus in the coming week. Similarly, if a particular strategy worked well, make sure you continue using it. Many top performers, like author and entrepreneur James Clear, emphasize the importance of small, consistent improvements. In his book Atomic Habits, Clear writes, "You do not rise to the level of your goals. You fall to the level of your systems." A weekly review is a simple but powerful system that helps you stay consistent. The key to success isn't doing everything perfectly, but rather improving over time. So, make your weekly review a non-negotiable part of your routine. It'll help you stay on track and make sure that your efforts align with your long-term career vision. If you found these strategies helpful, don't forget to subscribe for more tips on leveling up your career and personal productivity.